Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Be Life Elevation Podcast, the lessons they don't teach in schools. Here we explore ancient wisdom, modern living, and the deep truths that awaken our spirits. I'm Mr. Scotty, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Last week we spoke about yoga, not just the stretching, but the inner alignment, the breath, and the mind-body connection it gives us. It was about how discipline on the mat becomes presence in life. This week, we continue our journey by exploring physical activity in all its forms, from martial arts to dance, from ancient battlefields to modern stadiums. What do all these forms of movement teach us about the soul? To help us answer that, I'm honored to be joined by a timeless warrior and philosopher, Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary Japanese samurai and author of The Book of Five Rings. Musashi, welcome. Your life was defined by precision, discipline, and mastery. Tell us, what did physical training mean to you?
Thank you, Scotty. In my time, the sword was more than a weapon. It was a mirror. Training the body was training the mind. Every movement became a meditation. Every repetition forged inner clarity.
And that's something we forget today. Physical activity isn't just about fitness or aesthetics. It's a doorway to mental strength, to understanding our limits and to transcending them.
When the body tires, the mind is tested. When the mind breaks, the spirit is revealed. The battlefield was not outside, it was always within.
Today, we may not wield swords, but we dance, we run, we climb, we box. These are our modern forms of battle, and within them, we still find the same lessons: resilience, discipline, and presence. We look at top athletes today, people who are at the top of their respective sports. They are mentally strong because of the physical path they've walked. Their strength doesn't just live in muscles, it lives in focus and in grace, under pressure, in the humility of training every single day.
Indeed, the path of the warrior is not unique to my era. Whether you are a dancer flowing with rhythm or a footballer chasing a goal, your spirit is shaped by your movement. When the body learns harmony, the mind follows.
So true. And for many of us, we can get caught up in the mind and forget that sometimes the best way to balance our thoughts is to move. Go for a run, dance, train, flow.
Action is clarity. Stillness without action becomes stagnation. Motions awakens the soul.
Today, we might think of movement as a way to get fit, to look good, to burn calories. But for Musashi, movement was life and death, quite literally.
I fought over 60 duels in my lifetime, most of them to the death. But I did not fight for the thrill or for fame. I fought to understand the way. I sought truth through the edge of the blade and the stillness between breaths.
That stillness between breaths, that's where the wisdom lives, isn't it?
Yes. Every duel taught me not just about my opponent, but about myself. To win was not to defeat another. It was to master my own fear, to let go of hesitation, and to move with total presence. Strategy is the craft of the warrior, I wrote. But it is also the art of life.
And you developed your own style, right? You weren't just following what everyone else did.
Correct. I created the Niten Ichi Ryu, the style of two heavens as one, where I used two swords at once. Not because I wanted to be different, but because I realized that tradition can be a trap if not questioned. A true warrior must adapt, innovate, and trust his own path, even if it breaks from what others expect.
That's powerful. So for our listeners today, it's not just about learning the right moves or techniques. It's about tuning into your own rhythm, your own way, and letting movements become your teacher.
Exactly. The body will reveal the mind's confusion. And once you see it, you can correct it. Not just in the dojo, but in life.
That brings to mind how so many of us today try to think our way to peace. But you're saying peace is often earned through practice, through discipline, and sometimes through sweat.
Peace is not only found in stillness. It is also a mastery of motion. In swordsmanship, there is no time to think. You must become the sword. And in that union, there's no fear, no ego, only clarity.
And even though our battles today aren't fought with swords, we still battle with anxiety, insecurity, and self-doubt. What you're offering is a powerful reminder that movement, when done with presence, can be the path to overcoming.
Yes, and let me say this. Do not practice to become better than others. Practice to reveal your own nature. In the end, it is not the body that triumphs, but the spirit that refuses to break. Our sports can become our biggest teachers.
That's right. And not only does it teach us about our abilities and resilience, but it also provides us with actual proof of our development, growth, and ability to transform things. When we consistently show up and perform these physical activities with mindfulness and discipline, we can see actual change and transformation in our bodies, stamina, and mental resilience.
It provides us with proof that the body and the mind are one, that when we train and challenge the body, we train and challenge the mind. When the body starts to transform, it is proof the mind has transformed.
You know, I remember speaking with a young student once. Let's call him Liam. He struggled with anxiety, overthinking everything. We tried meditation, journaling, but nothing worked until we got him moving. He started skateboarding. At first, it was just about tricks. But then he noticed he had to breathe to land a move. He had to stay focused. He started to enjoy falling because it meant he was learning. His confidence grew and grew, and so did his peace of mind. Movement became his medicine.
A beautiful story. The art is not in victory, it is in showing up, in falling with grace, in rising again with honor.
That is a very important point to mention. We can see this in some of our modern-day athletes. When times get tough, they breathe deeply. They focus their minds and they overcome the mental and then the physical challenges they are facing. Our sports heroes show us that we are always competing against ourselves, battling the body and mind to be better. Even though we may be playing on a team or competing with an opponent, the truth is, we are actually competing with ourselves. So this week, friends, we invite you to move. It doesn't have to be martial arts. It could be dance, walking, swimming, or playing. But do it with presence. Let your body teach your mind. Let your movement align your soul.
I have some affirmations to offer our listeners today. Repeat them with us or say them to yourself during your next workout. L. My body is a temple of strength and wisdom. L. Each movement brings me closer to my true self. O. Discipline in action awakens peace in mind. Oh, I honor my growth through consistent effort.
Thank you for joining us on this journey of motion, presence, and power. Thank you, Musashi, for your timeless wisdom.
Thank you, Scotty. May your listeners move with purpose and live with clarity.
Until next time, beautiful souls, keep breathing, keep moving, and keep living the life you want to be. You are guided, you are powerful, you are alive. This is Be Life. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, I am always here for you to reach out to.